And here is the Writer's Almanac for Wednesday, March the 30th, 2022. It's the birthday of the novelist Jon Hassler, born in Minneapolis, 1933, best known for his first novel, Staggerford, which came out in 1977. Hassler grew up in Plainview, Minnesota, started working at the local grocery when he was 11. He said, "I've always thought of the Red Owl grocery store in Plainview, Minnesota, as my training ground, for it was there that I acquired the latent qualities necessary to the novelist, namely the fun of picking the individual out of a crowd and the joy of finding the precise words to describe him. I dare say nobody ever got more nourishment than I did out of a grocery store." It was on this day in 1867 the United States agreed to purchase Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million. Russia had had it for about 125 years. President Andrew Johnson's Secretary of State William Seward negotiated it, and the American people by and large were not sold on the idea of buying frozen tundra until the great gold rush in the 1890s. People headed north to try to strike it rich and then settled in as fishermen and miners, trappers, and producers of minerals. And in 1968, they discovered gold in the far north at Prudhoe Bay. A pipeline was built, and now the area near Prudhoe Bay is the largest oil field in the United States. Here's a poem for today by Jacqueline Berger, entitled "Teaching My Husband to Swim." Usually I'm the one who knows nothing, frozen at the computer while my husband tries to talk me through. But this morning, at the inn where we've come to celebrate our second anniversary, he tells me how many people in the past have tried and failed to teach him how to swim. I throw my suit on and grab our towels. This is something I know I can do. We've already been in the pool, a late afternoon dip when we got here, me doing laps and my husband dog paddling beside me, his head above water, or holding his breath the length of the pool before coming up for air. Now I stand by the side, pulling my elbows back and turning my head to demonstrate the crawl. The fog has burned off the valley, and the pool shines, set off by the vineyards, whose grapes in another month will be ready for harvest. My husband in the pool tries to follow what I'm showing, but yanks his head to the surface, coughing water. I get in with him, and we discuss the mechanics of breathing. He doesn't know about exhaling through the nose underwater, never learned the significance of making bubbles. It's a revelation. I send him back and forth across the pool, and it works. He's swimming. Each time his face comes up as his arm draws back, the O of his mouth looks like wonder or terror. We move on to the breaststroke, and his head, like a needle stitching cloth, gathers the water in thick folds. I stand off to the side, coaching, triumphant but careful to let the victory be his. An ironic high five when we get out of the water is all he wants to signify the occasion. In the delicate economy of marriage, giving costs less than receiving, the thin wire of power threaded through the soft body of need. We're ready for a hot bath, and both fit in the large tub in our room where we lather our bodies and hair, passing the soap between us. Teaching My Husband to Swim by Jacqueline Berger, from her collection The Gift That Arrives Broken, published by Autumn House Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.